Hi everyone, it's Andrew Kennedy. I know you're sick of me already, it's only day one. And I've got a novice commentator here from Queensland. Introduce yourself.
Yep, good afternoon everyone. My name is Patrick Griffin. I play in the reserve men's division. I've had my fair share of tours, but this is my first time commentating and I'm really excited.
This is so cool to have somebody that will just tell their feelings. There's no reason to pull any punches.
Okay.
Just criticise the New South Wales players as much as you want.
No, we'll be unbiased. Very nice. Very nice start from New South Wales. Good ball movement and good finish. It'll be interesting to see how both teams go.
I've noticed on the first few games I've seen today that the shooters need to get in rhythm really early. It's very important. Games have been lost and won on that, but the coaches will stick with their lineup because they know that players need a chance to prove themselves.
Absolutely. Excellent cover defence by New South. Yep, and good patience. Working that ball in. Whoop, refeeds on, yep. Nice shuffle. Get a little closer to the ring. And White with the miss, unfortunately. Rebounded by New South Wales goal defence. Good contest.
So the New South Wales wing defence in that position, he was overplaying and trying too hard.
Ooh.
Sometimes you just need to take the mark of your player and just stand there. And he was shuffling around too much.
Good hands over.
The Queensland wing attack was able to do whatever he wanted with the pass.
Yeah. There we go. Pass, and there we go. So some nice movement from the Queensland team and good hands in by the wing defence there. Love to see an animated goalkeeper. As one myself, it's always good to provide some energy.
Are you
good
kidding? Drive. Goalkeepers are never animated, are they, Patrick? Never.
Well, good front ball. Gets to have a go again with the goalkeeper being too short. Whoop, and they pop it back over. Oh, yep. There we go.
I'm really impressed by Queensland early. They may have played a game earlier today, but the game that I commentated in the under-20s earlier today, they were so anxious. Like, I was really hoping that they could have put out their best game, but it takes a long time to get used to this level.
It does.
And to get used to the professionalism, the doubt that you have in yourself.
Good challenge.
Yeah, all the sorts of things you need to put out on court. They're not obvious.
No.
But here we are.
An excellent, and I think there's a bit of a zone from New South Wales to force an errant pass, and good.
Well, actually, it was just Queensland making a mistake.
Okay.
But yes, yeah. New South Wales.
Oh, good screen.
New South Wales don't generally use a zone.
Okay.
But when they use it, it is a surprise for other teams.
Ooh.
That was really
Overcooked that one.
Sad. And the thing was, his shooting
Excellent
technique was really poor on that shot.
And miscommunication on that. Oh, good chase. But miscommunication on that pass.
So that defense, while the goal defense was really great, but to see the wing defense, he's moving around too much.
Okay, yeah.
He's committing a bit too hard. But see, the goal defense got the ball. No, that was not okay, fine. It was not obstruction from my mind. We're right here, and the umpires as well are warming into the tournament. They are going to see what they see and make mistakes. So now we've got a Queensland turn pass.
With Rogers. There we go, good depth.
Yep.
Hit the wide, yeah, and very, very strong, demanding drive from the got Queensland shooter. Good hands in. Good chase by the centre. Working it around. Good touch. Good option. Yeah. Good front drive. And hopefully convert this. Excellent shot.
Queensland are really pulling ahead at this moment. It's 3-1. They're showing their colours early. New South Wales just need to sink a shot. Like, they'll get some confidence from that.
Yeah. A good challenge.
Oh, finally.
And a good challenge from the keeper. Just a little bit late on that one, but that's all right. He'll warm into it. There you go. 2 options to the ball, which is always good. And got a re-offer. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, that was good re-offer. Just pass needed to be a little bit more oomph on the pass. Good roll from the shooter. Good touch from the goal defence.
Patrick is seeing all these things which are really smart that a coach should ask their players to do.
Good rebound.
Just because they're doing the right thing doesn't mean it's effective. So the shooter got a great rebound, and that's usually effective.
Yeah.
Of course. But every now and then, people can do as much as they want, and it's not going to come to much in the long run. There we go. So
a good challenge from the centre for Queensland.
Queensland is really, really smart. They know how to get those intercepts. I'm not sure who the coach is, but Gary Passion used to do that really smart sort of turn and flick intercept just to destabilize the opponent.
Yeah. I think both teams have come out with some very good intensity. And playing at a fairly high pace. And a mid-range shot. Unfortunately, unfortunately over the top, but gets another crack at it. I did a contact call.
That kind of finesse is really important. At the end of a long passage, when New South Wales, they were patient, but just to calm, the shooters have to be as calm as possible.
Which is not always easy when you've got some.
What are you saying, Griffo?
I'm saying that there's always some that when there's that
some deliberate
a strong defense.
Goalkeepers deliberately instructing and hitting the hand on the ball.
No. When there's some very intense, some very intense defense. It's not always easy to become. Very excellent finish by the Queensland goal attack there. And as defenders, it's definitely our job to make it as uncomfortable as possible.
Thank you, you bastards in goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So I was a feeder.
Yeah.
So I always see these things.
Good ball.
From the middle of the court. From here, the structure that's required. These boys try really, really hard physically. They have so much athleticism. It's maybe not always the best thing. And as they transition to older players, they'll learn dodges, deception, and those sort of things.
Yeah. Queensland choking them up a little bit, making it hard to transit the ball out. There we go. And New South Wales have managed to find some space to transition the ball out of defence quite nicely, and a good pass just unfortunately couldn't quite connect.
Well, this is the problem with New South Wales at the moment. The goal shooter, his hands are not solid.
Excellent pressure.
Yes, of course but is he going to be able to pull the ball in? Because you can't shoot a goal if you can't pull the ball in.
Well, look, I'm sure he'll get his... There we go. Excellent take. Very strong take under some very good Queensland defence, and fantastic finish as well from the mid-range.
It was a really good rhythm. You can see it on the shot when a player is in rhythm or not. And that's the job of the defence, as you alluded to disrupt it.
That's a very good pressure from New South, a 4 turnover. And now Queensland are going to try and make sure they can, well, they'll try and make them work hard to get the ball in. And the Queensland goalkeeper doing a good job at challenging and contesting.
Well, actually, that passage of play illustrated the fact that maybe the shooter is not the problem in New South Wales. Maybe the feed was the problem, because that was an impossible feed to get. New South Wales is applying fair pressure. I'm not going to say it's intense pressure, but I think that Queensland's pressure through the court is better. But we've got a star player in goal defence there in New South Wales. He dominated the first game.
Excellent.
But another tragically bad feed.
Yeah, from what I can see, I think the shooter is setting up with their body facing the keeper, which makes it hard for them to find like a good a decent catching space. But
so Griffo, you're exactly right that we just saw a really beautiful feed where the shooter did a T setup.
Yeah.
And now the goal attack. I'm sorry, I have the names here, but hang on. So the goal attack's name is Jack Wilson. The T setup is very effective for the shooter.
Yeah, absolutely.
The back setup hasn't been working, and like there are subtleties, even though we don't like shooters. Of course we don't. But they're a necessary part of our game, the princesses. So we need to teach them those minor adjustments in their body. Okay, what is he going to do here?
Good hands over pressure from Queensland.
So he's in free space. That was stepping. There was contact.
Very good swing ball from the New South Wales attack end, pardon me. And Queensland centre pass. Current score is 7-6, I believe, the way of New South Wales. Good reoffering from Queensland centre. Ooh. Very quick movement there, and excellent read. Unlucky with the collision. That's all right. They don't seem to be too upset by it, and I'm very understanding that. You know, these things happen.
Well, they love it. Don't you love
an excellent
colliding
finish
with people on court? It's so cool. And when you get bruises, if you win, who cares?
Yeah, it's all worth it. An excellent, and yeah, so as a sort of goal attack, do a very good loop around the shooter to help create space for him, and excellent feed in.
He actually tied up the goal defense in advance of that.
Yeah.
He pushed him out of the way. He didn't push him, but he screened him out of the way.
Yeah.
And so the two shooters were then both free, and the goal shooter stayed completely still, and that's good communication between the two goal shooters. Good
front cut from the Queensland goal attack, and another excellent finish.
Love that shot.
Yeah, shooting very well, especially from the mid to long range.
Love that Queensland flair. Don't love the hairstyle, but anyway.
And great hands over pressure from Queensland centre. And unfortunately couldn't quite have the connection to bring it back out, and enough pressure to force an errant pass into the circle. So now, so both teams have had a little bit of trouble transitioning from their defensive end. Both mid-courts have been quite good at bottling up and challenging, and that's a fantastic drive from the wing defense.
What we saw from Queensland just before, they put pressure over a low pass. If the pass is going to be released low, like the hips or even the chest, then you can intercept it.
Yeah.
So you as a defender know this, and I as an attacker know this. So at this age and stage, they don't have the variety in their passes where they would pass from over their head. See, they're passing from in front of their face and from the chest. That's not going to last forever. When you get to an older age, you need to be able to pass from above your head or the shoulder at all times.
A goal attack. Yeah. And the goal attack, they're finding his spot really well. With 20 seconds left, good save, excellent play. Excellent saving play. Nearly 10 seconds to go. New South trying to get a goal in, and unfortunately just have cooked that again. Good hands in front pressure from the Queensland keeper. And now just got to hold him out, and that's the end of the first quarter.
Oh gosh, who's ahead? Is it New South Wales or Queensland?
It is Queensland up by 2 currently.
So Queensland has 10 goals, New South Wales has 8. It's a bit of chaos on the court. They both need to get advice from their coach, and we'll be back for the second quarter.
And we're back here at the Bendon Basketball Stadium, watching the under-20s division between New South Wales and Queensland. It is currently Queensland 10 leading New South Wales 8. Both teams having some fantastic
They are putting it all out there.
Yep.
The intensity, yes,
Yep.
You're right, Griffo. But we are seeing maturity that is at their years.
Yeah.
We're yet to see some players stand out that are going to light the court on fire. But this is really interesting to watch. They are going to pressure each other as much as they can. They're going to put in their athletic leaps every now and then. So every now and then they won't get it right.
Yeah. And there's New South Wales turning that the centre pass to be down by 1 and with a chance to convert on their own. An excellent screen from the goal shooter. Leave the GA very wide open. Excellent work. And we can see a few changes. Unfortunately, we haven't got an updated sheet, so we can't quite see who's in the new positions. We're a little bit high up here. been unlucky from the New South goal defence there. Just unfortunately being in the landing space. A few shooter-to-shooter passes there. Trying to edge a bit closer to the ring. And excellent finish from the Queensland goal shooter.
New South Wales goal defence is stamping his authority on the whole week. He's really, really authoritative.
An excellent touch and chase from the Queensland goalkeeper there.
Well, Griffo, I can hear what you're saying, but I think that Riley Billett is going to get the ball wherever it comes, anywhere near him. He has been very impressive.
He has indeed. And great hands. And Queensland won the loose ball there. Good chase. And yeah, so a few times I've seen so far this quarter that New South Wales have managed to like with their hands over, they've managed to get some touches and really doing a very good job at disrupting Queensland's flow. Or excellent read.
There we go. Riley blew it.
Yep.
There he is. He's got the ball. Like I said moments ago, he is a ball magnet. He just knows the game, and he's athletic, so he'll get the ball.
Yep.
But can the shooters finish it? I'm not sure that New South Wales could be a contender for the title because they can't actually shoot goals.
That's all right. No, we'll call that shot from the goal, take a pass.
Right. Thank you, keeper.
Good hands over pressure again from New South Wales. And Queensland move the ball with pace. Oh, and good read, good feed. Caught the New South defence with her eyes down. I
love the steadying hand of the goal attack. He just placed his hand on the post and he said, it's wobbling too much. I need to have a shot. Princess shooters.
Oh, excellent passing and great vision from the centre. And not quite comfortable with taking that shot. So having to refeed and good hold from the shooter. Getting that tee set up. I think you talked about earlier.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the goal shooter then, he was actually free in space. And sometimes having a rhythm benefits a shooter.
Absolutely.
But you've got elite shooters like Qld1 that can just shoot anything from anywhere. But, you know, these guys, they're learning their craft.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all still very young. Bit more refeeding from Queensland and opened up the shooter quite nicely.
But isn't it great, like, when we were young, Griffo and I, because I'm an old timer now, and Griffo's still playing, but we didn't have these opportunities, and now they have the under 20s and under 17s. Like, it's really, really great what men's and mixed ball is doing in Australia.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Because people just love sport. People just want to play sport. So if this is just what they want to play, they should be able to excel.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I didn't start playing for Queensland until I was about 22. So I'm very glad that I was able to come through the junior pathways a bit when I was coming up. But the competition has grown so much from when I started, and very tight rope on and excellent hands over defence, forcing a held ball.
Well, there we go. Riley blew it again. He is dynamite. You need him in your team.
Yeah.
Although he couldn't take that ball because it was a really bad pass. He was driving to a space that the pass didn't go to the space.
No. Well, I think and he's got a very strong, mature body as well. To really help him with his contests. And these New South Wales shooters, they've had a few balls go over the top.
It's okay, Griffo. Just say they keep missing all the time, and it's really important. A shooter needs to get the shot in, no matter what it takes. You wouldn't accept it. Like, you'd be really frustrated. So they get probably about 50% of the shots in. It's really not good enough. New South Wales needs to increase their shooting return.
I think, oh, sorry, go on.
Queensland are doing fine.
Yeah, they are. Although New South, they've lifted their intensity, especially at the start of the quarter. Oh, we got a new goalkeeper on. Good hands over pressure.
So we're at 13 all, halfway through the second quarter. It's really interesting because the athletes are really doing their best. The coaches need to give them firm messages to improve, to reduce their error rates.
Yeah. There have been a few unforced errors on both sides, and contact call, it seems, and the goal. Oh, Queensland very congested, and New South doing a good job at keeping them all into one spot. And so I know the coach for the men's reserve is very big on court balance and offensive contact from the goal attack.
Well, the court balance actually there was okay. The wing attack maybe drove into a space that was a bit occupied already, but honestly, the ball placement is the big problem for many elite teams. They haven't been drilled into themselves for decades, like women's teams. Get the ball to in front of the player.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we keep seeing those those kinds of errors where we've got really athletic players that save a pass, but that won't work. There we go.
And again, just didn't quite have the connection there. The pass was didn't quite have enough juice, and a fantastic read from your man.
Yes, Riley. I mean, I've never met him before, but he obviously is just the silver lining on this championship. However, I'm going to call the play as I see it. Yep. And Queensland are hanging in there because of their shooters. New South Wales, they're hanging in there by Blewett.
I think I've been quite impressed with the Queensland keeper. Like, he's been very good at contesting and adjusting his body to make it really uncomfortable for the shooter, and managed to put the moxie on him for as he's out of play for obstruction. That's now a lead from New South. They're up by 2. Managed to turn it around. And excellent hands over pressure again. Yeah, so New South have really stepped up.
Well,
this last bit,
Griffo, it's really just application, and I can't actually see that Queensland are making specific errors, but they're just not holding the ball. And you just need to, like that. You need to hold the ball and score. Like, you can't win if you keep making errors.
No.
And so that is, so Simone McInnes would be an example. She's like, don't make any errors, you bitches. Sorry, no, you bitches. You bastards.
And very good at staying onside from wing defence there. That's not an easy skill to do. As I myself playing a little bit of, and yeah, very good work from the goalkeeper, having that front position and manipulating his body to make it hard for to get a clean feed in. Although another excellent tip from New South Wales. Good. Bit hesitation on that ball. Yeah, just need to really give that first option. Just really need to give that. When it's on offside, unfortunately. So let's see if Queensland have any set plays they can showcase for us. goalkeeper doing a very good job at staying mobile. Excellent work.
Well,
Great touch.
that was so clever by the goalkeeper. We've got his name here. Hang on. Liam Hart. It was just classic defense. Occupy the space in front, track them back.
Yeah, and his body position was also very good. He's managing to come around and get those touches, but also putting himself in a position to read not just balls going to his player, but balls going to the other shooter and outside the court as well. So
yes, exactly. And the goal attack for Queensland then burrowed in underneath the player. I was not really sure whether the umpire would call it, but it turned into New South Wales possession. But this is the mess that we keep seeing. It's a really low score. It's only 15 to 8. And these young people, if there was one mature head out there that could settle them down in attack and defense, that would be a massive difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit. And getting a towel on court after the spill. Because if these boys are anything like me, we get very, very sweaty.
Sweaty, you say? Oh, Griffo. Oh, that's music to my ears. Okay. I hated to be so sweaty that I had to change my shoes and socks at halftime every game. So I went through 4 pairs of shoes and socks per day.
Yeah,
it was hell.
Yeah, it's thankfully it's not quite as hot as what it gets in Queensland. An excellent feed and good draw from the goal attack from Queensland, and Queensland finally have a goal on the board. It's been a little bit, but they finally found a bit of connection. And
so, Patrick, when you played in Queensland, have you found it to be a big difference? Because we don't see any West Australians here right now, but maybe it is an advantage to be on the home court.
Oh, there's definitely a big advantage having playing in the conditions that you're used to. So even though it's still a very warm day, but comparing here to especially Brisbane, where most of us have been training, it's been very humid the past couple of months, and it's much drier here. So it's get that from up in the strokes. Oh, excellent D. Unfortunately, just stepped out. I just stepped out of court. But I think this new combination of the New South defenders, big bodies, big strong bodies, really making it tough for the Queensland shooters. And with a minute to go, Queensland down by 1. New South centre pass. And good touch. There we go. There's first touch on ball from.
Oh,
and unfortunately, that would have been a fantastic shot. Showtime.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, wasn't to be.
The Queensland defence have created that pressure.
And just everyone kind of standing still and not driving onto the ball, and that's what forced that turnover there. As well as a good read from your boy.
Yes, he's my son. No, just kidding.
Yeah, he's had some very influential touches where he was. I think it was the keeper from Queensland having a few, having a lot of influence last quarter. And touch with.
There we go.
With 5 seconds to go, umpire calls time. With 3 seconds to go, so just enough time to possibly get a shot off. And New South Wales is going to do whatever they can. An obstruction outside. And, should call time. Yeah, no goal, yeah. Call time.
Here we go, 17-15.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Who's ahead?
New South.
Oh my goodness.
It
is so close. I didn't even realise. But also, it's a bit of a chaotic thing to watch. We're at halftime. New South Wales is ahead 17-15. at the Men's and Mixed Netball Championships, Day 1 at Bendat Stadium in Perth.
Having a pretty good season this year, Andy.
By the look of this lot, you are too.
Well, we've got a good team out in the field. You want to go meet them?
Sure. So what do you grow here?
We've got broccolis, collies over there, carrots, you name it. We harvest it today, catch, and it's in the stores tomorrow.
So you guys are the midfielders of the fruit and veg.
At Spot Shed, we grow it.
We sell it, you save.
Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au. Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
Sometimes look at the score and they'll look up and I'm like, oh my god. I'd accidentally give it. I was like, please get another one. I was freaked out.
And we are back here for the under-20s Queensland versus New South Wales at the mixed and men's. At the Australian mixed and men's netball championships here in Bendat Stadium in Perth. An excellent start for New South Wales. A extending their lead to 3 goals. My name is Patrick Griffin, and I am one of your commentators here today. And yeah, so New South Wales with a very strong second quarter, and they seem to be bringing that same intensity into the third quarter, also known as the champion quarter. The championship quarter. Bit of a long pass, but well reined in by the wing attack. Both shooters holding. Probably need to have one moving. Excellent tip back in. Great chase from the goal attack, and good reach from the centre, and good strong hold. Obstruction called on the Queensland goalkeeper, and New South extending their lead to 4 goals and centre pass. So have a couple of options for the ball. Yep. New South just being patient. Oh, and good touch from Queensland, and yep, so New South ball, good read, just get a fingertip on it. Oh, and it's outside. Both shooters setting up their holds, and good ball in, good pull in. I think and good finish. So Queensland definitely need to respond here, and that's unfortunately not quite what they wanted. Couldn't quite pull that in, but that's all right. Enough pressure to the midcourt was managed to force an errant pass, and now if they can work through the, I'm not sure if you could heard, but there's a full court defense that's going on from New South Wales, or that's what it was called. And much better movement from Queensland, and they're all there. Everyone's holding, and good positioning from the keeper. Unluckily, got the contact call. I thought they were in a good position, but I bet the umpires see more than we do. Good offload to Queensland shooter, and good touch. Great take under pressure from Peasy, I think that is. And swing ball, good take in. An excellent front cut. And unfortunately, the goal attack could not miss from the mid-range in the first quarter, but was unable to sink that one. And New South bringing the ball out fairly patiently. They're taking their time. Queensland trying to slow them up as much as possible. And good pressure, got a hand in the road. But New South still able to rein it in, and excellent feed. Great baseline drive from the shooter. Unfortunately couldn't convert. And rebound to Queensland. Yeah, I think Queensland probably need to, from what I could see in the last quarter, risky ball and good pressure from New South Wales. Yeah, Queensland doing a couple of flat drives and really allowed the New South Wales defenders to come in and contest those. And the hands-over pressure from New South Wales was also very good. Will make my Queensland coach very proud. And unfortunately, the pass was a bit too far into the goal third. And offside call, Queensland ball. Good down the line pass, and unfortunately Queensland offside as well. A little bit too deep, and probably drove a little bit too deep to the corner there as well. Yeah, so New South having the better of the opening term, and I, of course, put the moxie on them again. Great turnover from Queensland, good mid-court. And a bit of a... couldn't quite connect to the shooter, but also fantastic footwork from the New South Wales keeper. Managed to read that very well. Yeah, the pace has kind of slowed up for both teams.
Well, that's what they needed, isn't it? They needed to slow down and think about the passes. And actually, it's been effective for New South Wales at the moment. But once again, shooters just need to shoot. I'm not completely sure how in the middle of a game to coach a shooter into shooting accurately.
Yeah.
It's a drama. And then you replace them and they feel sorry or sick or sad about being replaced.
And a great turnover from the from the Queensland keeper. Just read that best. And unfortunately, a bit hot to handle that ball in.
Well, that's another aspect
split.
of them not passing in front. These boys, sorry, I call them boys, they're men, but they need to have practice at passing in front of a player. And they don't seem to do that very accurately. And that will win a game because the number of turnovers that they have is going to really change the tide of an entire game.
Yep.
We have some changes here. We have a new shooter for New South Wales. Sorry, I think I'm from Queensland, but yes, New South Wales colours these days.
And then excellent draw from the goal attack to open up the shooter at the post. And there we go, Queensland's first goal for the quarter. Definitely needed. And now need to try and get a stop. An excellent change of direction from the wing attack there. And a little bit loose with the ball. New South Wales ball. Good footwork from the goal defence to worry the feeder out of that pass. And again, good.
Well, that was really lucky. I can't see how New South Wales should or could have passed that shooter-to-shooter play, but they got it through. It was a bit of a fluke, honestly.
Oh, look, my personal motto is if it works, it works, and it doesn't matter how it gets there as long as it does.
Yeah, you'll be a great coach in future.
And there we go. The Queensland goal attack finding his mid-range again. An excellent first phase defence from Queensland, forcing the back pass. And again, first defence and good touch.
Queensland over the years have had excellent, like you said, first and second phase defence because they use a 6-person zone. I'm not sure that was completely it, but the Opens team is immaculate in applying that pressure.
Unfortunately, couldn't quite connect with the pass. And New South very quickly. Oh, creative. I like that. I like that. And fantastic finish.
But he meant it, but it was the wrong pass. You should never pass a bounce pass unless someone is in front of you. But it was creative, yes.
And once again, if it works, it works.
Oh, I'm going to subscribe to that mantra. Yes. So many pearls of wisdom from Griffo's book.
It seems excellent finish. And it looks like New South Wales are finally starting to find their rhythm.
Well, they're flurrying ahead. They're 9 goals ahead now. Now, this is only because the shooters are actually sinking goals. Queensland haven't changed. New South Wales hasn't largely changed. We'll see errors. But if you can sink a goal, you'll win the game.
Absolutely. I think for me, the biggest turning point has been the intensity from New South Wales. They've and I'm a big believer in the team's defence sets the tone for the game.
Exactly.
Excellent shot. And
that wing defence, him being on the court, he's made such a difference. I mean, see there, he's leading in attack and defence. He doesn't look like a particularly coordinated human being, but he's effective.
Well, excellent touch. It's hard to read those ones on the circle's edge. New South doing a very good job at getting back in defence to really slow Queensland up, and excellent front drive. And under pressure, two defenders are jumping over him and sinks it with relative ease.
That was a really confident and lovely shot.
Absolutely.
But you got to keep going, and then your role at goal attack is to distract from being just give the goal shooter some space. Can he keep doing that?
Well, hopefully for him, he can manage to keep finding his range. And there we go. So need some more pressure over that ball. Like, when there's no pressure over the ball, it makes it really hard. And there we go. So even though they did get the ball, having that hands over pressure really made it a much more of a contest. And missed the shot. And picked up by Queensland. Fantastic. Oh, bit of a unintentional contact there. They definitely happen sometimes when you're competing hard and trying to contest for the ball. And a fantastic take. He was going out, but he still met the ball with two hands and managed to draw a contact. And good front position and obstruction and excellent read. Excellent read. It's never easy to get hands in there, and good hands over pressure. And again, good hands over pressure forced an errant pass and a mistake. So I think if Queensland are really able to pick up the hands over pressure, then hopefully that'll change. Hopefully change their fortunes. And a fantastic shot from the mid-range.
Amazing. Oh, I love it.
Really good shot. And New South Wales back out to an 8-goal lead. And a breaking or contact call. No breaking call. Can't quite hear the umpires from all the way up here. And there we go. Finds his mid-range shot again. Krieger. So that's an excellent drive from the centre there. Yeah, no, it's very important to get depth with your drives to help open up the floor. And excellent footwork coming around the body to force a contest. And force an error. So fantastic footwork and need some more hands under pressure. And shooter to shooter again. Oh, and a little bit early coming in and contacting the shooter with the ball. And excellent finish. The New South shooters have definitely seemed to have found their range now. Bit nervy to start with. Excellent pressure again. Excellent pressure. Good. A very solid outside defence from Queensland, forcing a high pass, and the keeper just read it best. Good drive for the guts. And contact, it seemed, or offside. Yep. Offside, it appears, from wing attack, I believe, from Queensland. Excellent shoulder pass. Out in front. And good around the body from the centre, just couldn't quite get it. And good re-offer from New South Centre.
Oh, great work by the New South Wales midcourt.
Yeah, turn and shoot. Unlucky, just couldn't quite pull that in and picked his pocket there, I think. Excellent footwork from New South shooter to make himself an option. And good top pop. A little bit too early on that jump, unfortunately. And with confidence. Yep, with eight seconds to go. Whole time. Caution. And yep. And the umpire has called that to. Yep, and the umpire has deemed that to be intentional. And not quite enough time to get the shot off. And with that, New South Wales have a fantastic quarter there, extending their lead from 2 to 9, and they lead Queensland here at three-quarter time, 29 to 20. Unfortunately, I have to run off because I've got to go. I need to prepare for my game, which is next.
Oh, don't leave me alone, Griffo.
Oh,
Come
sorry,
on.
but I have to make sure that I'm prepped and ready to go. So we're gonna have a win against ACT is whom we're playing, and each year they get better and better. But thank you for having me, and good luck to both teams for the rest of the game.
Good luck, Griffo.
Thank you.
Welcome back here. It's New South Wales under-20s versus Queensland under-20s. They're both strong opposition, but New South Wales extended their lead by 7 goals in the third quarter, largely through an improved shooting performance. I'm Andrew Kennedy. I'm going to be announcing for the last quarter in the absence of Patrick Griffin, who is a wuss. No, I'm just kidding. He's gone to play. But we want to acknowledge Forte Physiotherapy, who's been providing services and rehab for the West Coast Thunder, the men's team, since inception. All Australia Men's and Mixed Netball Association 2023 has been supported by Blade On WA, Great Temptations, Sweet Treats. Where are my treats? It's Easter, by the way. Spudshed, West Coast Fever, and Netball WA. And West Coast Fever won the championship last year, amongst all their many accolades of being grand finalists, and the spearheads of Janelle Fowler and Courtney Bruce, great leaders. We want to encourage them and see them win again. By the way, I'm not from Western Australia. So New South Wales is leading by 10 goals at the moment. Now, Queensland, they're a capable side, but they're just making errors. They need to not make those elementary errors and convert their possession. And they can win this. But it's maybe not so important to win every game in these national championships, but just to be ahead on the table at the end to get a chance at the finals. New South Wales goal shooter has converted there. They're ahead by 11. It's looking really good for the Blues. Queensland need to fight and salvage. And yes, their wing defense, the new player on, who I'm sorry I don't know the name, he just flew in and intercepted the ball off the centre court pass. Unfortunately, New South Wales just capitalised on a mistake from Queensland, and they're going to get another error. It's really at this age group, under 20s, who can actually not make errors and then capitalise on the errors of the opposition. Queensland are continuing to fall behind New South Wales. New South Wales are ahead by 11. They're just errors. They need to be able to concentrate on their own game plan. Queensland goal attack close to the ball in the backspace. He's flattened by the goalkeeper from New South Wales. Maybe his confidence has been rising. Maybe it's time for a little bit of a break. There's a timeout. Another error from New South Wales, and then another fall on the ground from Queensland. Both teams working really hard. It's a goal attack for Queensland that put some pep into the step of Queensland.